What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And we got an epic movie review for y'all today. We got King Richard. King Richard, story of Venus and Serena, their dad growing up, teaching them how to play tennis and going through all the stuff they had to go through, becoming the tennis champions they are, and starring Will Smith. So Will Smith is trying to get that Oscar, boy.
Yeah.
He's
on it.
I don't know how many historical people he didn't play. This is like his third. I think his third one. It might be more. I know in Pursuit of Happiness and Ali and this. I could be missing one.
Might have done another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was 7 pounds based on a real story?
I don't know. But he was trying to get that Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get it one day. But yes, we are going to review that. We watched it over the weekend. It's on HBO Max, if anybody wonder how to watch it. So we're going to review that. But before we do that, we got intro. All right, we have returned. King Richard, Richard Williams, was as we said, Venus and Serena's dad, and he pushed them from a young age to be tennis stars from Compton. That's where, of all places, everybody was like, "Why don't you try basketball?"
Yeah, it's like we don't get tennis players from your
but they always put it
demographic.
right. They always put it another way.
Yeah.
It's just the way the mechanics of the sport. It's more mental.
Yeah. They might be more suited to basketball.
Yeah.
Have you tried getting them into a music program?
Yeah. So everybody know that Serena Williams is pretty much considered like the best tennis player in the world. She's currently still playing. She's 40, and she's still playing. I guess it's not like a football. You can play it. And the second best is Venus. Yeah. I would say. I mean, maybe they might have somebody.
There might be some young folks that's coming for that spot.
Right. I mean, you can say like Naomi Osaka is up there, but after, I think she's good, but I don't think she's on A level. My opinion.
Yeah.
And I know we ain't.
Also, she still doesn't have. She still has to prove that she's capable of taking over their legacy.
Right. She's pretty young, and it seemed like the pressure kind of got to her because she kind of like ready to quit or something. But anyway, so so this is a story about basically how he got them to be the stars that they are. So let's watch this trailer, and we're gonna be back with our full review. King Richard.
What's going on? Everybody okay?
They got a call, said there was trouble in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You all need to look around?
It's a little wet for practice, don't you think? Don't the girls have schoolwork to do?
They do their homework. Tundi's first in her class. Lynn and Isha are too.
Now, I don't even mind you saying we hard on these kids. You know why? Because we are. That's our job, to keep them off these streets. You want to check on the kids? Let's check on the kids. We got future doctors and lawyers, plus a couple tennis stars in this house.
The chances of achieving the kind of success that you're talking about is just very, very unlikely.
Okay, you making a mistake, but I'm gonna let you make it. Watch him hit a few balls.
All right. So tell me your names again.
I'm Venus. I'm Serena.
So what you think?
I wrote me a 78-page plan for their whole career before they was even born.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
These girls so great, how come I've never heard of them?
They're from Compton.
It's okay. They're just not used to seeing good-looking peoples like us.
She's nervous. Take a step up.
Maybe she ought to take a few more steps up. Just get someplace safe.
I think you might just have the next Michael Jordan.
Oh, no, brother man. I got me the next two.
This next step you got to take. You're not gonna just be representing you. You're gonna be representing every little black girl on earth.
I'm not gonna let you down.
How could you?
Pressure.
This world ain't never had no respect for Richard Williams, but they gonna respect y'all.
You gonna walk out there with your head up. You are a champion, and the whole world knows it. The most dangerous creature on this whole earth. It's a woman who know how to think.
Yes, Daddy.
Ain't nothing she can't do. You gonna show them how dangerous you are? Venus and Serena gonna shake up this world. Venus Williams, who is your best friend?
You, Daddy.
Serena Williams, who is your best friend?
Venus. Then you. Then you. After Venus.
All right, that was Trailer for King Richard. Good biopic, man. I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I was.
I guess because like I always approach biopics with a certain level of cynicism.
Yeah,
you know, it's like they're gonna try to like rewrite the story to make them seem like better people than they were.
I mean they Hollywood up a few things, and I'm gonna get into that.
They definitely Hollywood up some stuff, but it's like they don't shy away from like some of the more unsavory aspects of the way he approached raising his daughters.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Like it's certainly he was hard on them, like keeping them on that path.
Right.
It's like you can definitely see the heart of the issue.
Yeah. And they didn't make him look like he was perfect because they mentioned that he had some older kids that like showed up and like, he like, oh man, here come these like you got some you kind of just I guess you just left that where it was at, huh?
It's like when they bring that up, it's like, now I didn't even say nothing when this happened.
Whoa. You're right. Like, yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay. No, you right. Okay.
But no, what you think about Will Smith's performance?
I like it, man. Like this is something I've been saying for a minute. It's like I rarely, especially these days, not so much back in the day, but these days, I don't like Will Smith being in movies because he's Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because they just write him into the movie and let him go.
Right.
But I love him when he plays real people because he commits so hard to bringing that person to life on screen.
Yeah, and they at the end of the movie, they started showing some clips of the real Richard Williams, and he pretty much nailed it.
He had his mannerisms down, like the way he walked and everything, the way he talked.
Right, the way he talked was what I noticed. I'm like, oh, he do sound just like him.
Yeah, and like I never could have imagined seeing Will Smith like this.
And kudos to the little girls that played Venus and Serena, because the little girl that played Venus looked just like her on that little interview she did.
Yeah,
now, I watched the clip where when he came in, where the dude was kind of grilling her hard, and Richard came in like like that's a 14-year-old girl, man. She already answered your question. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw that.
So.
one.
And I saw, and I'm like, damn, that little girl looked just like Venus did when she was little.
Yeah.
So they did real good on the casting. And also Serena, which I said to you earlier that that girl, she don't even look like Serena. And then I watched some old clips of Serena when she was little. I'm like, oh, she looked just like Serena.
Because other than the time we watched the trailer the first time, I hadn't looked at anything to do with this movie. And before we went and saw it, I had looked up, because like I said, I watched an interview Will Smith and the Williams sisters did.
Yeah.
And they showed a side-by-side picture of the two girls that play them together.
Yeah.
And a picture of the two of them from back when they were kids. It's like, spot on.
Yeah, I know that's scary, but so yeah, I had some fun, and it was, as the movie went on, it became a Richard Williams movie, Venus Williams movie.
Yeah,
because it was all about her struggle. Because Venus was the star originally, and Serena started to take over the spotlight as she got older and started getting better and better, started winning and winning. But originally, Venus was that star.
Yeah.
That some people kind of don't even know that now because Serena took it over so much.
Because by the time I was aware of them, because
Serena had
already took over.
Yeah, because when I got aware of them, Venus was the big thing. You know what I'm saying? And and Serena was the little sister that was coming up.
Yeah.
And so this movie kind of showed her struggle. One all that pressure of being everything was on her shoulders, right? So if she would have failed, that was it. They had to go back to ghetto probably because they was banking on her skills because once he got the people to believe in him, she had to perform.
Yeah, and
that's a lot to put
like,
on.
And I think it's one of those things like people take for granted because it's such a good story. Like just not even the movie, but their story is such a good story that people take for granted. It's like to have the number 1 and 2 contender in a sport grow up in the same house.
Right. And so they got all the scenes where he like, they're gonna be the best. They're gonna be the best. And we was like, are they just putting that in there because we know they end up being the best, or did he just actually know they was gonna be the best? You know what I'm saying? Right. I feel like some of it was, but a lot of it was him really saying they're gonna be the best.
Because I get the feeling that because especially if you look at some of the interviews Richard Williams did, it's like there was never a doubt in his mind that his girls was gonna run the sport.
Right. And he did something that I applauded. He took his daughters out of the amateurs, and a lot of people, that's how they kind of start off. It was juniors, but it's pretty much amateur sports where you don't get paid. The athlete don't get paid. Everybody else gets paid, but the athlete.
Well, because it's kind of like that issue that recently got addressed with college football.
Yeah, I was getting there.
It's like you got these folks that's putting the most effort into like honing themselves into this sport, and they get nothing out of it but the opportunity to play.
Yeah, and they keep on saying their ear, well, you got to do this before you go pro. You got to do this. You got to do this. And I'm looking like,
everybody does this. That's how it works.
Or it's good experience, but you getting rich.
Yeah.
More I play, the richer you get. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big scam. Like the college athletes, college sports. That's a big scam for the college.
Yeah.
The college, they give them a scholarship, but they making millions.
Yeah. They make way
millions
more,
off these kids.
Look, because I even say this: once they pay off their scholarship and earning you money, everything else is theirs. I don't give a damn.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think some of his decisions was like, look, I'm not gonna wear her out before she be turned pro.
Yeah.
So he just worked on honing her skills until she was ready to go pro.
And also there's the added level of, on the off chance he's wrong and this tennis thing don't work out, and she burns herself out playing tennis.
Right.
And then she hasn't put enough effort into just being a person.
Right, yeah.
She's through.
Right. And they also emphasize him saying, I want them to still go to school, get good grades. If they don't get good grades, they can't play tennis.
Yeah, tennis is done if they can't get good grades.
Right.
I love that.
So he wasn't just saying, hey, I got this kid that can play. We're going to just eat off her. No, I want to make them better people.
Because that always aggravates the hell out of me when I see that in real life. It's like, don't worry about that, son. You keep practicing basketball. You're going to be good.
And man, so they saw the parents of the other kids. Man, it's this one girl looked like she's like 8 years old. Her mom was on, did you want this or not? Girl, I was like, oh my God.
And it's like you see those parents and you always think that can't be.
That's
but
how they are.
Like that.
It's bad, dude. At these little kids, they said they like that and they be talking crap about other kids, like 5-year-old kids and stuff like
I remember being bad at baseball during Little League. And there's a dude who was like the second best in the entire league who was getting berated for missing a play or something. It's like
ridiculous.
What is this? It's like no, you never think of that. It's like you can be the second best and still have the one person who's supposed to be on your side say you're just a loser.
Yeah, that's sad how they put too much pressure on them. But I didn't like the story. The story made it look good. I mean, he didn't really put too much pressure on them like that. Yeah. But it was some problems I had where I said they Hollywood up some stuff. Yeah. Now, we knew they was going to have to do that. Yeah. Now, the gangbangers. So they in Compton. We know they in Compton. So we already know that they going to have some, gangbangers or whatever.
Bruh, that depends. I cut. Hey,
man. So I mean, he get into it with the gangbangers, and they do a whole scene where should he retaliate or should he let it go or should he be the bigger man or whatever. It's just the way they was like, hey homie, hey smoke that food for the hood, homie. I'm like,
you gonna let him disrespect you like that, blood?
You gonna disrespect the hood, homie? I'm like, how?
It's like there's so much of this stuff is like you think you're used to it, and then you see it after a minute.
Man, they just went a little too heavy on that.
But like
on the gangbanger stuff.
even the way they wrapped up the gangbanger storyline is so like blatantly.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, I don't want to say exactly what they did, but I was like, well, that's done.
Yeah, it was like, okay, never mind.
It felt like, I don't feel like it was handled well. I just felt like it was something they had to do.
They felt like they had to do it.
And now when they got it out the way with, cool, let's move on. That we get what y'all was trying to get us to get.
Even when they
let's move on.
Even when they try to bring that back in and they try to flip it,
Yeah.
it's like, what are y'all doing here?
Yeah, I know.
nobody asked for you.
Right. When they tried to flip it, I'm like, okay. I just didn't really get it. But, I mean, it was cool. But I was like, okay, yeah, Hollywood up some stuff, some tension, which could have probably happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if it did or not, but it could have probably happened. But the way they did it, it just was so Hollywood.
Yeah. It's like completely out of nowhere. No one was even thinking about it.
Right. I mean, dude at a tennis court late, just kind of practicing, I guess.
Yeah.
And they just pop up like, why are y'all at a tennis court?
Like the weirdest spot to post up.
Right.
Like,
it wasn't a basketball court right there.
Yeah.
They was just, hey, hey, old man. It's just like, where you come from, man?
It's like, even the way they talking, I'm like, really?
Like, cue the gangbangers. I mean, for real, it was too Hollywood.
Like,
that was too Hollywood.
And like, they just kept going when they tried to flip. It's like, hey, homie, you good?
Yeah.
You good? Hey, the hood got you, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was too Hollywood.
Yeah.
I wish they could have cleaned that up a little bit, but it was okay. I got the point. I
Yeah.
got the point what they was trying to do there.
Like I get why they were doing it, but it's like I didn't need it. Like it didn't really serve the film at all.
But no,
it's like because like in a weird way, something that should be a little more like background that works way better. It's like when he's trying to shop his girls around, he's trying to get people to take them on, and like the way he talks to me was like, I wouldn't buy a damn thing from you if you came into my spot.
He pulling up in that old van with them shorts on and them socks. I got the best tennis players in the world. Turn your ass right back around.
Like, you came onto my tennis club to steal balls out of my trash cans and took time out of your day and mine to tell me.
Well, see, once they see them, then they be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because also, like amateurs, when they see they got kids that's good, we can make some money off these kids. That's what they seeing.
Yeah.
They don't respect him, and he kind of called him out on that, you know, for real. But it's a mutual relationship.
Like, there's a great moment later on in the film where like he calls out how that system works, where it's like, but why they offering you this now? They ain't even seen you.
Right.
They don't even know what you can do.
Right, because it's about money.
They
make money off these amateurs, and you don't have to pay them. It's the greatest con in the world came up with this whole amateur system. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You get their best years out of them. You don't have to give them nothing for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, and you can promote your stuff, so they can wear your products and brand.
Half the time,
your brand.
They pay them in merch.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, I had applauded that he did that, you know, because he see that's put everybody getting rich off my child. No, I'm not going for that. So yeah, I thought it was good. And then so like I said before, the second half was more like Venus' story.
Yeah,
you know, about her becoming, you know, a tennis star and winning the first black person to win the Wimbledon. I think maybe was she the first black female?
I don't know.
I believe so.
I feel like she was.
Right.
I feel like she was.
I think it was I think it was a black male that won back in the day in the 70s. But I could be wrong. But I think she was the first black female to win Wimbledon or whatever. So, you know, her whole all the stuff that she was going through, because as you saw on the trailer, it's a lot of pressure, you know.
Yeah.
You playing for every black girl in the world.
But just have fun. But just have fun.
Yeah, no pressure though. No pressure. Like, damn, calm down. What the? Really? You gonna tell me that before I go out there?
Like,
Okay.
Well, like 'cause I even look at that like that scene in particular made me feel a certain type of way because I'm like, you've already proven, if nothing else, you're in the top 3. You're in the top 2.
Yeah.
But remember, you're doing this for every little black.
Right.
Even if she lose, she a goat.
Right. Exactly. But I guess she lost that. I don't remember. I guess. Well, I don't know. They would. I don't think they would change that.
Yeah,
I guess she did lose.
I feel like that's one thing you couldn't Hollywood away.
Right. Right. Which that was just one match though.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was good, man. And like I said, I think we're gonna see these young ladies moving forward.
They did.
They better get some more roles moving forward.
Yeah.
They didn't give Serena that much.
Nah.
But they gave the girl who played Venus a lot of screen time, and like I said, the whole 3/4 movie was pretty much about her. And I thought she did good carrying the rest of that movie.
Yeah.
So
especially at that age, like
I should have got
being
their
able
names.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you're right. I'll take that heat. But I really hope we see them more in the future, like especially because that's one thing we've been saying for a while now. We need more younger actors who can actually carry a film,
Right.
especially people of color, where it's like
Right.
we get relegated to being the best friend on TV.
Right. Right. You already know how I
Yeah.
feel. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's types instead of playing types.
So
when you play leads.
Yeah. So when you see somebody who can actually hold a narrative on their own merits, like you got to nurture that. You got, if you're not writing stuff for them, at least make sure there's the opportunity for them to be in the room.
Right, and that's up to people like Will Smith and the other big actors, black actors, to keep it going with their younger generation by producing things and writing things.
Don't just make stuff for you.
I know, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Produce things and write, because he produced this.
Yeah.
Produce things and write things for these younger generations to get on and not have to be types. Because once they get in Hollywood, they're gonna make them types.
Yeah.
You know,
like, I don't want to see any more I don't want to see any more Tyler Perry characters, man.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna wrap up, man. I really liked this movie. It was a good biopic. Will Smith did a great job. We'll see about the Oscars. I hope he get an Oscar.
I hope somebody get an Oscar for this.
I know.
Either him or the girl that played Venus.
Yeah, right. I would love to see that. But
I don't even know if she got her SAG card.
I don't even know. I don't even know what's the competition, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be one of the nominees.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
So yeah, I give it a dope, man. I had some actually more fun watching it than I thought I was. I was really rooting for little Venus watching it. Hoping she succeeded.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it was a couple Hollywood tropes in there, but I can overlook that because much of how cliched they were, they actually still did their job on the emotion I need to have. You know,
You're right. I mean, like, I will say the Hollywood stuff does bring it down a bit for me because, like, I was very tempted to give this one an epic.
Yeah.
Just because, like, no one other than the gangbangers did a bad job in this movie.
They didn't do quite a bad job. Well, they remind me of what's the dude name?
Scary movie.
Yeah, Avion Crockett.
Yeah.
Off of Haunted House.
Haunted House.
Hey, homie, you got ghosts in here, homie. But
yeah, so I'm gonna give this one a heavy, solid dope. Yeah. If you haven't checked this out yet, go ahead and check it out. It's on HBO Max. I believe it's still in theaters right now. Y'all need to check this movie out.
Yes. All right, we're gonna wrap up. If anybody's still watching the video, thanks for checking us out, and please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you get alerts every time we post new videos or if we live stream.
And if you like what you've seen here today, please hit that thumbs up down below the video and drop a comment down below. What's your favorite biopic?
Yes. We out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.